Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYGO, and today we are featuring Paul Aronson's third place Spright list. I like this list a lot. This is probably the most straightforward Spright list I've seen. Opponent is playing Exosisters. I think we're going to negate that. It's the most straightforward Spright list I've seen. I'm sure we'll end up featuring plenty of Spright deck lists on this channel in the coming format, but wanted to start with like the most basic one. We're playing Swap Frog and Nimble Beavers, and that's about it for the alternative packages. I've seen the Ibly lock. Oh, opponent had the packs too. Alright, adds Stella. Summon Stella. Activate Stella. Well, we will Valor Stella. We need to save our Imperm for the actual monster on our turn, because we're going to be trying to resolve Ronin Totem, which is pretty rough against Exosister. Opponent activates Ellis, summons Ellis, gains 800 life points back. See if they make anything. Worth noting that the Exosister main deck monsters are all very tiny. Summons Mikalis. Maybe we will imperm that. Opponent detaches. Well, third hand trap, go. Hope our opponent doesn't have any more follow-up. Oh, blue is probably the best card we could have drawn there, so we're going to normal summon Swap Frog, activate Swap Frog, send Ronin Totem, activate blue, special blue, activate blue, grab probably Jet, activate Jet. I have playtested with Spright a little bit, but I'm not going to pretend to know every optimal interaction. Grab Starter, activate Starter, grab red, grab red. We lose 12. Overlay Jet and blue into Gigantic. Activate Gigantic. This opponent have something for this. Detach blue, summon out another Swap Frog. Activate the effect of Swap Frog. Dump. Dupe Frog, I guess doesn't really matter. Activate Ronin Totem, banish Dupe. We do need a way to get over Mikalis. I think we probably make Sky Cavalry. Oh, opponent has a DD Crow. Is that worth negating? Probably activate red. Tribute Swap Frog. If we get Nibiru'd, well, we have it coming. Detach a material, banish a monster until the end phase. If we do that, can we go for game? Don't think so. make elf, activate elf, target swap, summon swap, activate the effect, send our last swap frog to grave, activate Ronin, banish swap frog. Okay, 26, 48, don't think that works. Okay, 19. Doing math here. So 14 plus 22 is 36, plus 19 is 55. We can leave our opponent at 300? Is that good enough? Maybe. Overlay into Soul Sweeper. Effective Soul Sweeper, detach Ronin, banish. Oh, we don't have another Frog Engrave if we do it that way. Whoops. Making misplays already. Opponent has a DD Crow, but we were locked into 2s. That's suboptimal. Go to battle. Attack for 22. Attack for 1,000. Attack for 14. Attack for 19. Alright, main phase 2. So if we link summon Dark, we can get Toad. Let's see what we hit off Prosperity. Only banish 3. Go to Sky Cavalry, Zeus, Downerd. Grab Ash Blossom, put 2 back, and pass the turn. Alright, definitely thought we had another Frog Engrave. Didn't think that playthrough exactly, but I think we're still okay here. If opponent activates Martha, we will Ash it. And opponent concedes. Alright. Played a little poorly, but ended up not mattering. How do we beat Exosister? Gamma and Ogre both seem pretty good. Getting monsters off the board. Crow doesn't seem great. Imperm, Ash, and Valor were all good. We can cut Tactics, we can cut Call By. Run it like that. Sure, run it like that. I'm sure there was a line to OTK there, but I was not seeing it. Opponent leads with a shifter. That is a problem. Summons Zora, Magistus of Flame. Equips it with Artemis. Specials Ellis. We will Ash. Worth note, so we can't use Valor here because Valor has to send a grave. Opponent overlays into Caspatel. Detaches. Gets Martha. Martha is a pretty good card. Activates Martha, specials it, specials Ellis. We might be in trouble this time around. Makes Michaelis. Effective Michaelis. Grabs Returnia. overlays Magnifica, sets Returnia, even Imperm. Well, we're going to attempt to Imperm Magnifica. Opponent chains Magnifica. We will normal the Beaver, activate the Beaver. Opponent banishes it. We will summon a Beaver. Activate blue, special blue. I guess this is an inherent summon. We're not activating, we're just specialing blue. If the opponent can get the blue off the board, I'm pretty sure we just scoop. So we lose Beaver and, alright, grab Jet. We're gonna pass the turn, but I'm not really seeing a way out of this. Opponent draws for turn. Veilers are live again, which helps. Opponent gets packs. Activates packs. Pays 800. Oh, maybe I just call that damage. That is not how damage works. Opponent activates Martha. Summons Martha and Ellis. Before we get to Veiler, Martha is like exactly what this deck needed. We played Exosister when they first came out on the channel, and they always felt okay, but never amazing. Martha makes this deck pretty impressive, honestly. Overlays into Caspatel, activates Caspatel. Sure, let that go. We're not summoning from our graveyard anyway. I guess we're gonna Veiler that, so probably should just Veiler the first effect, but I'm pretty convinced this game's over. We're mostly just seeing how the new Exosister deck works. Opponent overlays into another Magnifica. This card can attack twice. 28. 28. Opponent passes, we draw a Nimble Beaver, but we don't have any more Nimbles left in the deck. Normal the Beaver. This list is not playing the Angler, if anyone is wondering. I think opponent just banishes the Beaver and then we can't special any of our sprites. We will see what they do. There's a world where they wait until we make something impactful. Alright. They don't banish the Beaver. We're going to special Jet, activate Jet. Opponent activates Magnifica to banish Jet. Grabs Starter. Activate Starter. So this is no materials, but it's still showing Magnifica under Magnifica. That's interesting. Activates Magnifica. We will special blue. Take 11, activate blue. Opponent banishes blue. We will grab red. Special red. Is there anything we can do here that matters? Elf doesn't matter. Sky Cavalry could matter. Summon gigantic. Activate gigantic. And opponent has an ogre, and we have a surrender button. Alright. So we get to go first this time, go down the Psi frames, go down Dark Rulers, go up Called By, go up Tactics, go up Judgment. Crow doesn't seem very good. What's the last card we want? There's no reason we want Gamma, right? This has to go on field to do anything. This has to go on field to do anything. All of these have to go on field to do anything. It's literally just if the Ash starter is the only time Gamma would be good. Maybe a Crow. There's no way a Crow is good against this deck, but gotta be better than a Dark Ruler. Alright, we're going first. Well, that is a lot of hand traps. So set imperm and pass the turn. A very interesting Spright hand here. So in real life, I usually don't like playing a lot of hand traps, and completely regardless of if it's correct for the format, I just prefer not. I like doing things more than I like stopping my opponent from doing things, and that's probably why I'm not as good at the game as I used to be. Normal Sophia summons Ellis, activates Sophia, draws a card, summons Caspatel, activates Caspatel, detaches, we will Ash that. And now we have Crow and nothing. Opponent attacks, we take 23. Opponent sets one. We draw a blue that doesn't do anything on its own, so we will pass again. Feeling increasingly less confident in this hand. Opponent activates a Caspatel. We will Valor that because Valor's live again. Opponent chains Pax. We will chain Ash. Opponent goes to battle. 23. Alright. Swap Frog is a good draw. Starter is a good draw. Really any level 2 I think is a good draw. Beaver's a good draw. We did draw the Swap Frog, so let's see how badly we can mess this up. Activate Swap Frog. Opponent definitely has something. Thinking through their options, they have a few more options than we do. Swap Frog on chain link 1. We will dump Ronin Totem. Special blue, activate blue. Is there hope? Opponent Ghost Ogre's blue. I think that's okay though. Grab Jet. Special Jet. Effective Jet. Grab Starter. Activate Starter. I honestly think we grab the Carrot here. More afraid of the back row than our opponent's last monster in hand. So we grab Carrot, lose 1,000. overlay into Gigantic, activate Gigantic, detach swap, special swap, activate swap, dump the dupe, activate Ronin, banish dupe, overlay. Okay, one frog in grave. Make elf. Activate elf, target swap. Summon swap, activate swap. Dump our last swap frog. Activate Ronin, banish swap frog, special Ronin. Do we make Soul Sweeper again? Or do we just bounce it with Sky Cavalry? Probably Sky Cavalry. Make a Toad. Make Sky Cavalry. Enter battle. Attack. Effective Sky Cavalry, detach Swap Frog, bounce it, attack for 14. Attack for 22. Main phase 2. Don't want to make any of that. Pass the turn. Draw. Standby. Main. And opponent scoops it up. Okay. Looking at our opening hand, I did not think that was going to get there, but apparently 5 hand traps is enough. And very impressive performance by the Exosister deck. We will definitely have to play that. GG opponent.